Hello there, guys. This is Prussian Prince, and I'm here with Zrip. Hello.
Hello, hello.
So this is gonna be Angelos versus Gigi, another match of the round of 16. This is straight after my match against Taiko, and I do not want to talk about what happened. But
Yep.
yeah,
Let's not fret about it too much and
yeah,
concentrate on the game at
because
hand.
yeah, and I don't want to spoil anything either. So let's see how things are going. So the first map is, as usual for this round, it's Saga River. Next map is basically you play two battles on each map. First two on Saga River, next two on what's that map called again? I forgot. Waterfalls. And then
Yeah, waterfalls are a very random map, but
yeah,
still, it's both maps kind of force you to split your forces, but not this time because on this map, as we can see, there is shrine on left flank of Angelos, archery dodger in the middle, and farmhouse is kind of on the far right. And I guess no one will be really pushing farmhouse.
yeah, probably not. And the tiebreaker map is of course Rice Fields. Changed from last round. It was Gunma Field last round, so this time it's gonna be Rice
And
Fields.
Garbo Fields is certainly better. Personally, I would prefer to see Counterplanes as a tiebreaker because Gamma Fields still a little bit too boring. And something like Counterplanes that allows line play, that allows cavalry play, that allows melee rush. Tiebreaker should be maps that allows any composition to play efficiently
Yeah,
if you play good. But
wise
still,
words.
yeah. And, well, what do we know about our players from before? I know almost nothing about Angelos. I played a bit with Gigi. He is a solid player, but can be a little bit unstable at times. And Angelos already ready. In a match against GiGX, Angelos, and before he kind of showed that he prefers to play very cavalry heavy builds. And it's a question. Question remains: is he really able to play more balanced builds or more infantry-heavy builds? We will see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And the game is starting, so I'm gonna go over Angelos' build first. He's got up front 3 Spear Levy and 3 Shogatai, from what I can see. And then he's got a general. Of course, the general is Bushido guns, pretty standard. Then he's got, from what I can see, he's got 2 Revolver Cav and some Yariki. Shogunate Guard Cav, rank 5. Yeah, and Yarikis are rank 6, I believe.
Okay, and
And
going for Gigi, he have 4 Yariki level 7, of course with attack retainer, 24 attack for them, and that's all cavalry he get aside from his general. Again, Bushido Gen with gun enabled, but he'll have less points in guns than Angelos, so in general's shootout he will probably lose. And he actually might get shot right now. Now, just on the border of line of sight of Angelos general. And for his infantry body, he have 4 line units, Royal Marines, White Bees, and 3 vanilla White Bees with Royal Marines that have level 7 surprisingly, 6 surprisingly. I'm not sure, probably he have suppression fire or something. He have 1 Shogitai level 2.
yeah.
2, 3, 4 Spear Levy. I got a feeling he's hiding something. Or I'm missing something.
So, I think, yeah, Angelos has got a shrine, which is pretty big actually, especially when
And
using a
he
rush.
and he's going to get archery dojo. For some reason, Gigi playing super passively, but I think he can really push with his line. I don't know why
Yeah.
he is so scared.
I really like GG's build. It seems so balanced.
And it's stable. How do you attack it with all these spears? But personally, I think, oh yeah, that's what I missed. One of his Shogitais were hidden in the forest, so it's 2 Shogitais level 2, and I think that's he have tool against anything. Melee rush going from the front, cavalry going from all sides. He can meet any danger. But we will see if he will be able to use all the tools that his builds provide. But I think his build might have problems with line spam. I mean, like 15 white bears with nothing else. He might have some problems. And now cavalry engagement starting near the shrine. Angelos don't want Gigi to uncap the shrine, so he forces him away. But Gigi still desperately have. He's mismicroing his spear levies a little bit.
Oh.
It's not optimal.
White Bear's gonna get a shot off with the Yariki. That's
yeah,
really
they
big.
get. But Gigi have a chance to uncap the shrine and he doesn't use it. He just need to move his spear levy a little bit near the shrine, and he allows. And as we can see, Angelos have how do you call it, cooperative capture, because he's capturing it very fast.
Yeah, I don't understand why he isn't going for the farmhouse. I mean, it's not like GG's gonna attack, because GG's playing very passive right now, so he probably could take the farmhouse as well.
I think they both very focused on movements of each other, because even Gigi, you see, if you think about it, look at this. He's using his Yariki to uncap the shrine, but he could have used his spear levy. I mean, why? And it's just because he's kind of watching Angelos move. And I mean, it's very safe to uncap the dodges because Angelos doesn't have any guns aside from these 2 revolver cavalry. And look at this. Angelos didn't actually get an archery dodger, and now he's wasting his time not capping it. So both players really focused on a fight instead of dodger capping.
No archery dojo, no farmhouse to take any of them, and he has time to take them.
Angelos will shoot the general of Gigi. Huge mistake. No, wait, no shot. What is happening? I don't understand. No line of sight.
But there is line of sight, just that they're not.
Okay, finally. Shots going on, 5-man dead.
And
now General of Angelos. Oh man, this is expensive. An attack is starting from all the sides. But Angelos will lose his general. 6 men left, it will rout.
And not only that, but Gigi has the hill advantage, and I think Angelos' cav is gonna die right here and right now.
Now Angelos have 1 revolver cavalry free, but this is looking very bad for Angelos.
Yeah.
At this point,
should be dead pretty soon, I think.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on his revolvers. If Gigi micros his cavalry and gets revolvers of Angelos, it's over. And look at this Shogunate Guard cavalry of Angelos staying at the back doing nothing.
Look at that chain route, the revolver cavalry routing with 58 men. Everything chain routed, yeah.
I mean, and it was so easy. Look at this remaining revolver cavalry of Angelos. He could have really used 2 revolver cavalry to destroy that spear levy, and he had a free charge for his cavalry, for all his cavalry. But Gigi's cavalry wasn't that weak, and when you attack such a compact formation with such a strong cavalry as Gigi have, with 4 spear levies staying around, you just can't win with your cavalry alone. You need to get a really good timing and coordination of all your forces. Overall, for defense, Gigi got much better build. And he did what GiGX wasn't able to do just because GiGX was too... I know I get this feeling when I play against GiGX that he's too focused on one single plan. he thinks too much about how should he do, and if something goes wrong, he just not able to adapt. That's why GigiX lost to Angelos, I believe. And that is my strong opinion. And Gigi doesn't have that problem, he just plays his own game. And he wins first game of the match, 1-0. But now we will see. It seems that Angelos wasn't attacking this game. We will see how Gigi will attack.
It would be pretty funny if Gigi uses Angelos's build in this game and Angelos is gonna use Jig's build, though I doubt it.
Yeah, it's. But you know now actually this might be a problem with the rules as well. Now Gigi knows how dodges will be placed. In second game, dodges placed in the same order. If you just if host remains and people just exchange positions. So now he knows how exactly dodges will be positioned.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
And I just think about it right now. And other problem is, well, not a problem. Current Gigi build is actually quite suited for attacking as well. It has Shogitais, it has 150 range, it has strong cavalry. The only thing he doesn't have is a shooting cav, and it isn't that much of a problem. Okay, just in case I'm saving replace. Yeah, I think a game should be fully rehosted both times. Dodgers should not save positions.
Yeah.
Okay, I will be back in a second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm back. So.
Yeah, and I feel how beer's starting to affect me. I'm really talking too much and too fast.
It's fine.
Well, I guess as long as I have a decent pronunciation.
So there's nothing really to talk about right now.
Yeah, game is starting. And this map, Saga River, is actually one of the maps that really favors camping because two side dodges, you can really control them without going off the hill.
Yeah. So like You said game starting, but it's not for me.
Well, we are waiting for game to start.
Okay.
And I mean, patient player can really cup the hill here. And for this map, the build that Killerfish brought in a game against Myth it actually makes a lot of sense. Well, at least Imperial Guard Cavalry with 150 range. You kinda use your line to camp the hill, maybe use a couple of spears to defend, and use 150 range cavalry to run around and get kills. It will be a very long game, but it might be a sure win if your opponent, at least you will force your opponent to attack you. Artillery, I don't think it will work here just because there is so many forests. Overall, I think this is an awful map because it has hills with forests on top of them. It's a very bad idea from balancing point of view. Um, how? What should I do to feel this stream alive? I think right now. Okay, just to fill the gap, I will talk a little bit about my YouTube channel. Why the hell did I start it in the first place? There were kind of two reasons. First reason is that at the same time, at the beginning of the summer, Pointman and stopped his Bushido tutorials series, and Game Dudester went into the vacation, so his Let's Talk Total War series stopped. And I really felt like there is a vacuum. And I never hoped to fill it, and I probably didn't because I don't have enough viewers, I don't spread my word too much. But I felt like I need to talk about things no one talks about. And the second reason was it was in June, and I knew that in September I will be participating in European Aerosol Conference in Granada in Spain, and I had to learn English really fast. Well, not to learn it, but to get more fluent in talking. And as you can, if you compare my first videos with my later ones, you can certainly see the difference. It's a tremendous improvement. It's still not enough, but it's well enough to present a talk on a poster section of European Aerosol Conference. And finally, map is loading, game is starting. So
Probably same dojos.
That's for certain. Yeah, and Pointman saying me in chat that beer doesn't help much with my pronunciation. It certainly doesn't. But well, what can I do? It's a nice Saturday evening and it's only starting. Okay. And as I can see, my cat is bored.
Boring?
It's bored. It's asking for some attention.
Oh.
As all cats do at some point. Oh, actually, it's the same dojos, but order is different. So now players have to choose between the side of a river with a shrine and side of a river with an
Yeah,
archery dojo. Um,
but it still stands that the defender can camp a hill with one dojo.
and Jig saying that I'm calling GigiX. Yep, I do, because it's full avant-garde matchup. Nothing can do here, and it's like when you pronounce it, it's like two letters are the same. GigiX. It really sounds alike.
Would have been funny if we had GG versus Jix in the second round.
Oh, don't say it. You may offend Angelos. But I think he's glad to be here at the moment because I certainly betted at the jigs. It was a surprise, and I mean, 3-0. It's a big surprise to me. At least I expected somewhat more even match, but that's what happens with the players who think too much. It's Jigs and Bane have the same problem. They overthink everything, and sometimes it ends up in a disaster. And I think we have a drop from a game.
I hope not.
We certainly do, because it's
Yeah,
like
it's taking too long.
3 minutes already.
Oh, well, what can you do?
Mm.
So, still waiting, hoping that something happens.
And it was Jigs. So we got um, one of spectators to drop, and it wasn't a cast, it wasn't a play, it was a Jigs.
So, we can still go on, hopefully.
I don't know, I have 309 seconds on. Okay, timer kinda tries to do something.
Yeah, reset 309, 308, 309. What's
Yep.
happening?
And I start to hear game sounds.
Yeah.
It fell, but screen still black. And interestingly enough, I can.
Oh, I can type and it works. What is this?
Okay, rehost. I'm leaving the game, and I think both players. Okay.
299. Well, this is a new bug.
Yeah, very strange. Gigi saying that he's stuck at 299, and I left the game, and I think you should too.
I can't quit it.
Oh man! What's the game paused? Okay, host left the game, and it was Jigs who hosted. How is it possible? I don't understand. Okay, that's what happens. That's an amateur tournament. It's not like we have a good service and a lot of staff to deal with the problems.
This isn't
Oh,
DreamHack.
don't show the final stats because it spoils a little bit
Yeah.
builds of our players. Oh man, but I will look at them. Okay, we will see. I will talk about these final stats when the game actually starts.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully we do it in a timely fashion.
Yeah, but it's still very interesting, I should say. Mm,
Oh, I do not see the game.
oh, and I just oh, appointment created just I posted a link in a group chat. It's appointment creation, and it's just it really suits what happened. Okay, I don't see the game actually. Is it started yet?
That's so funny. No, I don't see it either.
Okay.
That's funny. We need more of that. White man, make more.
No, you shouldn't push it because great things happens very, very rarely. You should treasure them. Yeah, that's the word. The word.
I do not see the game.
Yep. Uh, actually, who was the host last time?
Don't know.
Was it GigiX or Angelos?
It's not Jix playing.
Ah,
It
yeah,
has to be
he's.
Gigi
No,
or
I mean,
Angelos.
I thought it wrote that the host left the game when GigiX left. But when I think about it, he was a spectator.
Yeah.
Uh, and Gigi, let's take a look.
I'm asking him, no info. Dad, Angelos suicided his gen. Tell him to start campfight. He did and charged a hill. Mother of God! So there it is.
Yeah, I love this picture.
Okay, it's rehosted by the way, so join. And hopefully it's 3-2, not 3-0. And then we have, in 1 hour, we're gonna have Il Terrible versus Colonel Bob.
And there is actually a Flash tournament going on at the same time. It's Quick and Dead from Russian League, I believe. And in finals, Quidium should play Clayton, and I don't know if they already played or not. But let's root for. Well, I will root for Quidium because I don't know
Same.
who Clayton is.
Yeah.
Um,
I've heard of Clayton, but I don't really know him. So, but yeah,
well,
I know
Quidium
Quidium,
made
so
a very nice intro for Aggony 1-1 championship, so it just makes sense to play for him. And in the chat of the tournament, I see that it's probably ended, but there is no information on brackets. Oh, and I forgot to join the game. I'm sorry. Okay, I mean, and we will see if players will take the same builds as in previous time. Oh, actually, it will be pretty stupid if they do, because in the end they should have solved these games, right? The stats, final stats.
yeah. But I think they should do the same thing.
I don't really think so. None of them. Mm, None of them dropped, so it's not their fault. Well, we have to make a decision. Gigi asks if you have to use the same
Okay.
armies. I think they shouldn't. Well, I
We'll
mean,
have to see. I'm gonna ask.
yeah, I think we have we have a duck here, right?
No, Duck had to go like an hour ago.
Well, we have psychic.
Yeah, I'm
At
asking
least.
him now.
Explain him the situation. None of them dropped, so I think it makes sense to let them take new builds. Otherwise, it may be a little bit anticlimactic or something. It will be boring.
Yeah. Okay, they have to use the same armies.
Mm, Honestly, I think that's not the best idea, but players have to use the same armies, and the main problem is that both players saw opponent's armies in the final stats. Mm, well, what can we do? Game is starting.
Yeah. So
Well, the main thing is none of the armies were actually surprise one. So the main thing is that players have more time to get ready their
yeah,
game plans.
if if it was like in Blixery's match, for example, like his
It
last
may
game.
ruin it, yeah.
Yes.
But honestly, at this situation, I believe it's not necessary. But whatever. And I think we can freely talk now. And Gigi did exactly what Prussian Prince suspected. He brought kinda Angelos army,
Yeah. And
uh, cavalry heavy.
Angelos did brought kind of GiGX army.
So they switched builds, yeah. Well, he brought more for your army, I should say.
Yeah.
Kind of more.
Maybe he watched the games, or maybe he just has same idea as me. I
Well,
don't know.
overall, this map kind of asks you to bring two two 150s, not one. It might not be enough. And this map kind of it's kind of balanced in terms. The main problem with this map is that it has too many hills with forests. But overall, terrain-wise, it kind of balanced. There is enough open terrain to use a line. There is enough there is enough raw terrain to use a melee rush. There is enough place to flank with cavalry most of the times. So I would say this is quite a balanced map, but it favors defend a little
Yeah.
bit. And I have to
So,
answer the phone call. I
alright.
will be back later.
So the difference right now is that we have different dojos since the game had to be hosted again. So we have, judging from Angelos' perspective, we have on the left flank a workshop, center a shrine, and on his right flank we have a farmhouse. So most players, I guess most players as well. I mean, both players are probably gonna go for the shrine and the workshop. So we have to see how things go. Angelos is probably gonna use tactic GG used last game, so we'll have to see how GG is gonna handle it with his army build. Uh, I think it's gonna be a hard battle to be won by GG. I think that Angelos' build is quite well suited to GG's army. GG has to get some really nice cap charges to make his army work. Looks like Angelos at least is ready, so just waiting for GG right now. I think GG's ready too, so
Okay,
the game
I'm
is
back.
starting. Yeah, I was just saying that I think I like Angelos's. I think Angelos has the advantage build wise, but here we go. Game is starting, so for Angelos, you know that what his build is like. Just 4 vanilla Yariki, then like 5 Spear Levy, I believe, Command General, and he's got some. Wait, where are his 150s? He had 150s. Yeah, he has the Royal Marine unit over here and an Imperial Guard Infantry 150 range up on the hill. So he's splitting around his 150s. That's his decision, and yeah, that's pretty much his build. He's gonna go for Shrine and Workshop as expected.
Um, okay. And you called Angelos build, as I understand.
Yes.
I was a little bit. Oh, and GG, not a GX, but GG have a quite cavalry heavy compositions. But overall, let's say that he have almost the same infantry core. It's Miller Rush with 3 Spear Levy and 3 Shogitais. But he addressed the weakness of Angelos built in the previous game by adding one line. But unfortunately, it's not 150 range line, it's Shogunate Guard Infantry that will provide moral aura and help him contest Workshop. And surprisingly, not much pushing going on over the shrine. Angelos giving it up already.
Yeah, look how fast Angelos is getting the Workshop. He's almost has it. There you go, he has it.
I think it worth it. And cavalry wise, GG. Oh man, I'm totally feeling it. GG have 6, I should say. Yeah, 6 cavalry units. 3 of them Yariki with level 7. 2 of them Shogunate Guard Cavalry, both vanilla. And that should be all.
Yariki coming in from. He's gonna
And
try and
oh
get.
no, I
It's a
lied.
mistake.
Only 2 Yariki level 7. This is a cheap Yariki level 5.
Oh, Gigi made the mistake over there on the right flank. Got his
And you see, he
set up.
saw the opportunity to charge Royal Marines. He did it, but then he forgot about his cavalry. He was managing his melee rush. I think he is starting too early. And now Angelos routing spear levies and charging Shugitai with his cavalry.
Yeah.
This
Spear levy
rush have no chance of succeeding.
Yes.
I
Spear
don't
levy
believe
for
it.
Angelos coming in, then Angelos' forces just gonna shoot up GG's. It's gonna be real quick. But Angelos, yeah, he's getting charged in the back, but he's got spears there to support.
Yeah, I see nothing here.
Yeah, those general of GG is probably gonna die soon if Angelos targets it. The Imperial Guard infantry probably is doing that now. But GG is actually pushing through, but his men are his men aren't
His Shogitai is in the middle, might do some work, but look at this. Finally, we met a player who
yeah.
knows how to play against melee rush. Angelos running back. And he have enough line at the back to shoot, while other of his line trying to run away. Well, we will see.
Well,
Overall, I think this frontal charge costs too much for
I'm
GG.
not sure what GG's doing is running around his Shogitai, not attacking into the Marines or is trying to flank or what is he doing? And GG's Shogunate Guard Cap got shot up by the Azures. Yeah, that Shogunate Guard Cap also gonna
And
do
now
this.
this Yariki, vanilla Yariki of Angelos going to charge the GG's general,
Yeah, but
who thought about countercharging but then decided to hide again behind spear levies.
yeah, I think.
And Angelos actually losing his gen.
Yeah, he's microing his units right now. That's what I can say.
Mm, this looks strange. Well,
But
if GG pulls this, I don't know. It would be ridiculous.
Angelos is gonna get a nice cap charge into that Shogunate Guard infantry.
From the back.
Um, GG might lose his general. Well, he did pop Banzai or whatever was it. But no, his
But
general's
General
gone.
already dead,
Yeah,
yeah. It's over.
so it
Now it's
should be
certainly
over.
over.
Yeah.
Still he put some nice fight. But I mean, he paid too much for those spear levies of Angelos in the middle.
Yeah, I don't think you can rush on this map.
Well,
I really
Twitch
don't
did
think
it a
so.
couple of times, but I mean, you can do it on ladder where you don't have any attack and defend rules. But
Yeah.
here Angelos know for sure that he will be a defender. So his plan was to camp this hill using 150 range and control this workshop. So GG didn't have much to do but to attack.
And this should be it. As GG's Shogunate Guard infantry getting shot up. So we
And
can see two melee rushes failing.
yeah, on this map. And I should say not very creative rushes in a sense that cavalry charge timing were a bit off, and this time at least GG's rush it all comes through the middle. I mean, he could have split them on three squads. Spear level plus Shogitai, Spear level plus Shogitai, and Spear level plus Shogitai, and he could have attacked from three different directions. He had enough time to move, but he decided to attack through the front. And if you look at this hill, it's the most steep part of the hill near the dojo. So attacking from the side made actually more sense, in my opinion.
So two. And but I think whatever he wanted to try was I don't think it would have worked. If Angelos stays on that hill, I don't think anything would have worked if Angelos
Probably.
played correctly.
And I'm quite surprised that both players actually remembered what build they brought at the game, because I usually don't. I can't make it to be exactly same build second time. And as we can see, they both killed almost the same, 1200 men, but
Angelos,
difference was 600 man difference.
so it's 1-1 now, and we're gonna go over to new map.
Waterfalls.
Yeah,
And look at these Shugitais. Gigi actually made a good use of them, at least of two of them. But his cavalry certainly didn't do enough. Okay, we will see how it goes later.
so it's waiting for both players to set up everything. GG is
Yep.
gonna be the one attacking. No, actually, no, it's gonna be Angelos attacking again. My bad. Hmm.
Вот и пошел. And actually, if anyone interesting and can open, wait a second. I think when was it? I will check. It seems that finals of Quick and Dead tournament are cast right now on Via Militaire Twitch channel. But maybe I'm a bit late. No, it's casted. So it's Quidium against Clayton. So while we're waiting for our players, you can open it in a second window and take a look because Angelos taking a little break. And you can listen to a nice Prodigy music on that channel. Voodoo people it is.
So I'm gonna be watching it now, but not gonna show it. And I'm not gonna turn on audio either, just because of copyright.
Yeah. Yeah, it can't be. It may be a problem on YouTube.
Yeah. So it's like it's starting now. Yeah, you're loading.
Yeah, they're loading their game and it's Kanta Plains. And I don't know, it seems to be 3 against best of 3 series.
Yeah, because last one was also best of 3, so probably. I'm just hoping to see an epic match here, because next one should be good as well. I'm just waiting for both players. Oh wait, Angelos is ready. So just waiting for GigiX or
Okay,
GigiCam,
Angelo's
whatever.
back, so
Yeah,
we might get our game starting soon.
yeah. So I'm looking at the other match, and Clayton's got.
And yet again, I can hear Tottenkamp casting on Vladimir Terra channel, but his voice a little bit quiet compared to the music.
Yeah, he's. Looks like Clayton's using a decent balanced build. Like he's got spears, he's
And as you
got
can see, if we look at the military channel, Clayton have 6 line units with some sort of cavalry, and Quidium have 1 shooting cavalry and 4 melee ones.
he's
And
using he's
he
rushing
really
with
likes
spears.
his Yarikachi.
Yeah.
He have 3 of them.
He's not
And
using
his
any.
Yariki actually, he have 4 Yarikachi level 2. All have upgrade in attacks. Not sure how effective it is. I would certainly prefer to have 1 or 2 Shogitais.
Yeah. And so
And
yes.
all of his Yariki are level 4 or level 6. And what? And we don't know what shooting cap he have, unfortunately.
I think it's Imperial Guard camp.
Okay.
I think.
Is our game starting yet? No, it's
No.
still not. But both players ready, so we're just waiting for them to start.
It's- And actually, the game is starting now. Waterfalls, game number 3 between Angelos AG versus GigiX. Angelos is gonna be the one attacking this time, and this map is like super tricky. Like it's really tricky. Like it's hard to decide what to
Okay,
bring
and
on
it
this
seems
map.
that our game starting.
Yeah,
GG against Angela.
yeah.
Game 3.
As I was saying, like it's really tricky to play on this map because of all the ridges, the forests, like the kind of terrain that's on this map.
And
It's
you can get a very important dodge on uphill or downhill.
yeah,
And it will change the look of the game completely. Because on lower grounds you have quite a lot of place to flank, to move, to maneuver. And on upper ground you
yeah.
kinda have a choke point situation.
So basically, in lower ground, melee has the edge. Highlands, I'd say, guns have the edge.
Yeah, and overall I would say that this is one of the maps where you may want to kinda ignore dodges if your build do not allow to fight for them, because getting wrong build on a wrong path may cost you a game. And what do we have here? The most interesting dojo is in the middle. It's archery dojo, and it's not a problem. You can contest it from low ground and high ground. It doesn't matter. Two other dojos is a SWAT dojo and workshop, and they, to be honest, they doesn't matter that much as well overall. So this time I would say that both players have a little bit of freedom
Yeah.
to choose where they want to go
Of
and what they
course,
want to do.
it does depend on the kind of army they have. Like, if they have like no guns or whatever, the archer dojo is not gonna help out too much. So, that's
Yeah, and right now I'm looking at Angelos build, and I would say that I don't fully understand his plan. Let's say it that way, and let's take a look at Gigi now. And of course, we will cast it when game starts, and we don't want to spoil the fun as yet.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I certainly like Gigi build more.
Yes, I can say the same.
But we will see how it goes.
And both players are ready, so our game should be starting relatively soon. And once it goes, I'm gonna go over Angelos's build, and here we go. Game is starting. For Angelos, we have just your usual rush build up in the front, 3 spear levies supported by 3 Shogatais, all of them with 2 attack upgrades. Of course, behind him he's got his general, Bushido,
Uh,
and with gun. Then he's got Cav, he's got like 4 Yariki rank 6, I believe, and he's
no, no, no.
got what?
Well, first of all, they differently upgraded. 3 of them level 6, 1 level 4,
Oh,
which was
yeah.
hidden before, and he only have 2 spear levies
Oh,
on
yeah,
his middle
and
rush, and 1 spear levy contesting the sword dodge.
wait.
He don't
Yeah,
have
he's
3 spear
yeah,
levies
yeah.
in
He's
the middle.
got 2 spear levies with his main force, but 1 sword dodge. Yeah, you're right. And he's got the Imperial Guard Cav too, a 150 Guard Cav.
Yeah, and this is a strange thing, right? How does he plan to use it with melee rush?
Yeah,
It's
and
kinda
yeah, and
doesn't make much sense.
how does he plan to use it on this map as well? Because of all the ridges and stuff like that.
And if we look at Gigi, he have much more balanced build as he did previously. He have 4 Yariki, 2 of them level 4, 2 of them level 7. He have 3 line units, 2 vanilla white bees, and 150 range Royal Marine. Oh no, it's 4 line units. He have 1 more white bees. His general Bushido Gen with gun enabled. He have 2 Shogitai and 1, 2, 3, 4 spear levy, and overall it's and 1 Yarvikachi. But overall, I would say it's very difficult to approach build like GG have right now. It's kind of no matter what side you come from. This area in the high ground near the workshop is so small that he can really protect all the sides.
Yeah, and Angelos has the sword dojo, though, but that's gonna help him out a little bit.
Yeah, and that's the scenario where you would want to have a shooting cavalry just to go and get rid of that spear levy. You don't want to really dedicate your line units to that task.
Well, it's got workshop, which should be decent, I guess. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to, as you said, to attack GG's build because where does Angelos start from? Like, what does he use? Probably he can go with his Imperial Guard Cap to harass a little bit.
But look how smartly GG plays. It's like he was ready for that. He hiding his cavalry inside of his line protection. So it's kind of the best way for Angelos to pay off with his Imperial Guard cavalry is to shoot at GG's cavalry, but he have no chance to.
Well, you gotta shut off at that spear. He still killed a couple
From
men,
that.
but yeah.
So far, we will see.
But it could help him if he gets rid of that spear levy. It may open up some areas that he could attack. But yeah, GG's now chasing Angelos' general, but not anymore. It's dangerous. So yeah, Angelos has to attack somehow. But the question is, how is he going to attack? I think he's got the right idea because he's trying to somehow force Gigi to split up his units to deal with everything. So Gigi is now in like a new box formation. Well, not really new box, but yeah. So thing is now that Gigi can't really kite with his
man,
lines.
Angelos in a big trouble. He clicked attack order. That's not what you do with your Imperial Guard cavalry.
Oh, and he's still going. Oh, his Imperial Guard cavalry. Too many casualties. It's sloppy.
It's okay. It's yet okay, but it's getting worse and worse with every second. 20 men lost. 40 men cavalry Imperial Guard Cavalry can still do quite a lot of damage, but this was quite an unfortunate mistake for Angelos.
Yeah, if you click attack order, you're like, oh, what's he doing with the RT? Oh, he's moving up too close with the RT.
He's attacking basically.
But he's not. He's
Oh,
standing still.
well, now he
gave
have an
GG.
attack order, but it's too late.
Yeah, GG responded, reacted in time, and the cavalry of Angelos is gonna be taken out. Probably, and yeah, there they go.
And it's
GG's
like
cavalry winning, and he's got a unit of Yariki doing nothing behind GG. Now he's gonna use it, and that actually leaves an opening, but GG's got a cav unit that he can charge in anyways.
GG actually making a small mistake, but not giving proper orders to his spear levy. But overall, I don't know. It really depends on will he be able to slow down Shugitais enough, and I think he will be able to.
Yeah, because like the rear, he's taking care of the trouble that he's got in his back. Actually, his marines are gonna get charged now.
I don't think it matter a lot.
Yeah, getting shot up pretty bad. That shouldn't guard Cal. And he's sending spears around. Oh, the Angelos is gonna send a spear levy and tangle with that white there. That's a pretty good move actually by Angelos over there. But I think, yeah,
it doesn't
of
matter
course,
at this point.
GG's kind of winning the engagement right now. So
Angelos have to commit his general, and let's take a look at how long this general will live. Because overall this game is more or less decided. 150 range Imperial Guard Cavalry of Angelos routed, and I don't think that this was thought out plan. It was some idea that wasn't really tested, because 150 range Imperial Guard Cavalry on this map with melee rush, how do you make use of that? I'm not sure about that. And surprisingly, only now GG is starting to shoot at this Angelos general. It was ignored for quite a long time. And yeah, at this point, nothing that can be really changed. Because GG can just stop giving orders already. His units will be winning by themselves.
Game is over, so it's really, again, the defensive plan worked.
Yeah, and it's a third game in a row that kinda decided when attack already started. It started, and we see that it's a bad attack, and that game will be won by defender.
Yeah, like all previous games in this series.
Yeah, kind.
So it's very interesting to see defensive play destroy aggressive style like that.
Yeah, and it's... Well, first of all, maps are really suited for that. It's kinda... Waterfall is a choke point map. Saga River is kinda hill forest map. On something like Gamma Field or Kanta Plains, it might be different.
Though I think a rush might work, but a rush with like not as much cav and more guns maybe. But then that's not a full rush. It's a mixed.
No, of course
army.
not.
But yeah. So we're gonna be switching sides, and the attacker is gonna be GG again. Will we see defensive play win, or is it gonna be, or are we gonna have GG winning this fight? I mean this battle and winning.
Right now it's all on stake for Angelos. It's kinda one loss from getting out of the tournament for him, and GG still have 2 games to go. in any scenario. At least 2 games.
Yeah, I think he's. I think Angelos is certainly capable of winning 2 games in a row, but it's going to be real difficult for him. Really difficult for him. Yeah.
And he's showing some variety compared to his previous matches.
Okay, so just waiting for both players to get ready right now.
Yeah, and well, the main problem for both players right now, and it will remain in the next rounds, I think, it's they both they don't have much mm, ideas in the attack. They don't have any smart, I mean, any combination or something. It's so far it really uh, you. I hope you can't win a tournament with a game like that, and I hope they both will still show us how they can attack. I hope the problem is with the maps, not with the players.
Yeah, well, if it gets to rice fields,
Well,
very interesting.
yeah, but Ricefields they kind of promote certain gameplay type as well.
Yeah,
Cavalry Heavy can still work on Ricefields, I think,
yes, it
but
can.
not that well.
Yeah, line heavy is like really good on rice
Yeah, you
fields.
don't even need 150 sometimes. Just a lot of line.
In hindsight, maybe that's what I should have done against Tycho, but like I was like, okay, I'm gonna surprise him. Like I haven't brought a single melee rush against him in the whole match, so maybe he will be like, oh, how do I deal with it? He's rushing now. What is he gonna do? Like I thought that was how he was thinking, because like in the rest of
Well,
the matches, I just did one thing.
I don't know. To me, Taiko really looks like a player who more more focused on his own play than on opponents. So you kind of oversmarted yourself instead of him. Well, like one of my friends usually tell me, let it rest for a couple of days, and then you will see it more clearly.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice.
And both players really take their time to think about builds and stuff.
Well, maybe we'll have something new then, because of taking on time. Gigi surely wants to close this out now. Doesn't want to have like a dramatic next game.
And he can actually risk he is an attacker, so he have to risk anyway. But the question is, do he really have a plan for that? And I don't know. I have planned a video to make on this. So far, 2 players really impressed me. First of all, that small but very interesting play from Meef against Killerfish in the second game.
Yeah.
It really looked like a plan that you make beforehand. And I have to open the door. I will be back soon.
Okay. So I'm just waiting for both players. I think Gigi might take a new build. Angelos probably gonna go with something super heavily defensive. Might even bring Gigi's build. It would be funny to see that happen again. And
Uh,
Yeah.
The second player was Hazan. Despite his playstyle being very risky and at times very random, he still have that core idea that you can call it signature move. I maybe overuse this word. In every game, in any game, he starts his attack by throwing one or two distractions. It's very simple thing, but it made this thing into a deliberate play style, and he does it with such a consistency. So I kind of like it, and unfortunately, I have to get out of this cast
Okay.
because I have more guests coming.
Okay. That's
Thank you um for streaming it, and thank you all for watching it. See
thank
you
you
later,
for
guys.
co-commenting. See you, Zurich. And it's just me now, so just gonna have to see how I'm gonna be able to commentate this game. This match between Gigi and Angelos. There's not really much to say right now. Still both making their own their builds. So Angelos needs 1 minute. We should be able to wait for him, of course. There's a game starting in match starting in 20 minutes actually, so we should be hopefully getting ready for that. Yeah, I think Angelos is gonna go mixed guns line and some 150 or two 150s and then some weak cap. As for GG, he might he might go for a melee rush as well, but I wouldn't expect him to go with the melee rush this time because it's gonna be really hard to actually make it worth it. But he might go with like I don't know, like something would be interesting to see art, but it's like very I'd say it's quite dangerous and risky because art doesn't really help that much against the player who's rushing you. Like he's gonna be up there in your face and be able to take out your Armstrong cannon before it becomes efficient. But it could be very useful against a player who just uses very strong infantry units and not that strong cavalry. Could be a good idea. So as to pressure the dojos and force them to react or do something. But of course, we have the three dojos on the map, and I'm waiting for both players to load up. And I'm watching from Gigi's perspective as he's the attacker this game, and basically on his right flank, which is the Highlands, we've got the Archer Dojo, middle we've got Sword Dojo, and finally on the other flank, Shrine. I'm not gonna say their builds, just gonna have to wait until basically the game is starting, and I think I said basically too many times. Well, I'm hoping it's gonna be something creative from GG, creative attack, because the last few games, well, pretty much every game in the series, we've had sloppy attacks by both players and really didn't work out okay, as we could see. I mean, just in the first two games, both of them pretty much charged up a hill without any real plan or timing or coordination. It just wasn't there for both Gigi and Angelos. Then in the next game, Angelos, well, which is game number 3, Angelos just went for a melee rush on waterfalls. It of course kind of failed because it was blocked by Gigi's spear units. Gigi just basically formed a new box, which actually worked okay for him because of all the cav that the Angelos had. He had about 6 melee cav units, and it's really hard to use 6 melee cav units against an army that is just, what was it? It had Spear Levy and Yorikachi, so Yorikachi is really difficult to take out with cav. You can do it somehow with, I mean, you can do it against the Spear Levy if you charge them correctly. You can actually route them, if you like recharge them or something, catch it, your opponent off guard. But it was also really hard to do because Gigi not only had Spear Levy protecting his back, but he also had some, I believe it was a Marine unit that was 150. Because Angelos was using his Imperial Guard cav with that had 150 range to harass Gigi, so Gigi didn't want any of that. But yeah, just waiting for both players to get ready right now. I think don't really think it's gonna be anything too creative from Angelos, because I just think let's go for something defensive, some lines maybe, some melee perhaps as well, and weak stab. But gonna have to see what both players do. And Angelos is actually ready. And we're gonna actually be going and starting the game, and I keep repeating my words. I apologize, but here we go. So we've got GG's units over here. He's got mixed build, pretty nice build by him. He's got on his right flank Spear Levy. He's got a Spear Levy over there that's gonna take the shrine, I think. Was it? And 2 Yarki on his left flank. One rank 5, one rank 7. For his right flank, he's got Yariki rank 7, Yariki rank 7, and Imperial Guard Cav. Vanilla, he's got a General Bushido with gun enabled. Then he's got, in the middle, United States Marines and one player Vanilla. Also got 2 Shogatai units, both of them rank 2 actually, and 2 more units in the back, 2 white players. Pretty much GG's build. As for Angelos, he's got some Shogatai and Spear Levy up in the forest. 2 Shogatai over here, rank 2, and 2 Spear Levy. So basically he's got just the same build as the last game, not really creative. But the thing is, GG's gonna have the Sword Dojo, and he's gonna have the Archer Dojo. It's gonna help him out a lot, at least the Sword Dojo. Um, yeah, looks like GG. I would say GG's got the superior positioning. He's the attacker, so he can just bait Angelos out with his line units. Like, you can just rush up his lines, force Angelos to do something, either back away or rush in, and if he rushes in, Gigi can kite to his Shogatai and Spear units and other supporting units. Spear Levy has been, of course, make sure that it's not hidden anymore, but the important thing is that the shrine is taken by Angelos. Sword Dojo, where's the Sword Dojo? It's not controlled by Gigi. What did Gigi do? Because he didn't really take it. I'm surprised that he didn't get it, because it's very important for him, and he really can take it with just one yard key. Like, it was almost taken, but he didn't take it. I think he's gonna take it now. He is in the radius, so he should be able to capture it. No problem whatsoever. But this is interesting by Angelos. He's gonna come from up here and start flanking GG's units. GG's gonna have to leave something over there though. But does GG have like Imperial Guard Cap? Yeah, I think GG can use this Imperial Guard Cap to harass this portion of Angelos' units. Or he can harass the main units as well because Angelos doesn't have any melee. It's up to him really, and yeah, he's moving up his men. Still no Sword Dojo for GG. I'm really surprised by that decision for him not to take the dojo because he can. Like he's got superiority in this area. There's nothing that Angelos can do to prevent that. And this Spear Levy should be sent over to take the shrine. Not sure why he's not doing it, but some nice volleys over here by GG. Gonna force Angelos into an attack, and here he goes. Now Spear Levy in position for GG, but Journal not gonna get caught for sure. And this is actually that's Revolver Cav by Angelos, so very interesting. But both of them are gonna get shot up pretty bad, and Imperial Guard Cav versus Imperial Cav in melee. That's gonna be interesting, but I don't think GG should be using his Imperial Guard Cav like this. Revolver Cav is gonna win hands down in that engagement. Not with supporting fire though, but I mean using a Revolver Cav, Imperial Guard Cav is pretty big. Over here though, GG is just microing his units, but Angelos is still doing some weird things with his cavalry. Should be going around from multiple angles. Now GG is going to be able to flank it around with cav. Over here though, GG is going to be able to send up his Shogitai and stop Angelos' rush. You see, Sword Dojo is actually going to be very important right now. So I would say that if GG loses this, it might be because he doesn't have the Sword Dojo and that's not helping him in the actual battle. But this flanking Yariki is going to prove to be so helpful for GG. Once he pulls back over here, he's gonna be able to fire into these blobs over here with the white bear and stuff. Because he's got the Shogitai here, it's really nice Shogitai rank 2. 25 attack that can really just do some damage. But actually, Angelos is really pushing forward right now because he's got spears that actually took out GG's units. And he is gonna connect with the Shogitai. Oh no, actually he didn't connect. He got tangled up with this Shogitai. Still a really close game though, but I think GG's units aren't really firing over here. Okay. Green's only 77 kills, not really cost efficient. And this white bear is actually gonna take out this Shogitai, I feel. Shogitai over really nice position by GG over here, flanking with the Shogitai while these white bears are taking out the Shogitai. Really nice coordination. Overcap's probably gonna be out of ammo for Angelos really soon, and actually GG just pulled through and he took out those units, of course. And Marine's gonna take out this Shogitai and gonna damage the cap a lot. Nice use of suppression fire over there by GG. And really not much that. Instead right now just gonna be a GG from Angelos, and GG's gonna advance 3-1 into the next round, which is the quarterfinals for top 8. The top 8 players. Go US Marines firing some volleys into these spear levies. They're gonna be taken out. Even GG's general jumping in for some action, and here he goes in with his blade, taking out some guys. It's really hard for him. Just his usual stuff. He's got 50 kills, no problem. Badass right there. Journal of Angelos taken out, and it's over. So, congratulations to GG, and good game to, well, rather good games to both players. GG's gonna advance 3-2-1. Thank you all for watching. I shall see you later, probably in a couple minutes when Turbo versus Colonel Bob starts. Should be an amazing match. Thank you for watching.